We're back in a crew cab here. This is a 1970 Chrysler Newport. It's a 4-door car. It is packed with a 383. Looks like power steering, power brakes. This car has had a ton of money spent on it. It's got like almost $8,000 worth of receipts in the glove box there. White walls, beautiful under the hood. It's really pretty clean for a 70 model. The paint job also very clean. All the trim, the vinyl top, interior is matching. Sounds great. I'm letting her warm up. Can't beat it, especially being a 4-door. It's not bad at all. A lot of people are getting into these 4-doors here lately. We've been selling a bunch of them. Check out the detailed pictures, the financing and shipping. Be sure to hit subscribe. That's going to help me out quite a bit. And we're going to be going over flaws. There's not going to be a whole lot on this one, but if it's there, you'll know about it. You can find those pictures, financing and shipping, and merchandise at maplemotors.com. We've got a new feature where we put all the test drive videos on there as well. If it's not on there yet, video hasn't been made. All right, about that time. Let's go for a ride. Buzzer works. You think the horn works? Got your cup holders. Of course, this is aftermarket. That's pretty nice that it matches. That's how easy it started up this morning. They really did make these cars look good inside, didn't they? Headliner. Somebody has installed a different headliner. It's a little bit wrinkly. You got a spot here missing on the cover, but the light is working. Looking pretty good. What about our wipers? So we got wipers here. Huh. Looks like they're stuck on something. Wiggle, wiggle. I'm gonna leave them on. I'm gonna try to give it a pull here. Maybe the wipers need work. I think they do. I think the motor's getting weak on them because I'm manually pulling them. We'll go ahead and get them to where they drop back down. Off. In that off position there. One more big one all the way back down. Well, eventually it'll drop down. It's still trying to work. Well, wipers need work. We can see that. All right, now go ahead and go over here to the mileage. And it's hard to stay behind mileage in a 1970 model. Gas gauge. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to stop and get a little fuel. There's no gauge. Radio, I'm working on it. Working on it, guys. Blower motor, maybe some heat. I would love to have some heat. Tell you what, she's not blowing. Blower motor may be out on this. Could be a fuse. Now, oil pressure is good. Engine temperature also good, and we're charging. Oh yeah, tons of stuff. Engine rebuilt. All the brakes. Gas tank. Rebuilt front suspension. Trans fluid. Converted the lug nuts. That's cool. I'm really glad that people leave these documents in the glove box. If you do anything to your car, save the paperwork. Just have it for future reference. I tell you what, turn signals popping up. And that's on both sides there. What about the horn? I'm gonna say the horn works. What do you think? Sure does. Let's hit the road. See how she runs and drives now. All right, we're getting ready to roll, guys. It's been a pretty eventful morning. Pull the wind up. I've been dealing with old DistroKid. Where I put my songs online, the ones that I have available on iTunes and all that. They hit me with copyright on like every video this week. So I'm like, I wrote them. What's the big deal? This seatbelt doesn't fit. Let's try this other one. But that's okay, I guess. I got it somewhat figured out. Definitely not going to take my own songs out of my own videos, so they can figure that out. Motor sounds good. We're nice and warm. Anything I see throughout this test drive, you will know about. Already feels good. This thing just feels good driving right out of the lot. When I pulled it over next door here, I was like, okay. Especially the looks, cosmetically, they're real good. Let's see how it drives now. Speedometer is coming up on the dash. It's got tight steering. Now, if I let go of that steering wheel, it does fade just a hair over the line. You see how it's kind of going over? I'm not changing lanes on purpose. It's doing it. So it does have a drift to the left. When I floor it, it does not sound like that kick down's hooked up, but we'll go ahead and get in those brakes. They're good. Back into the gas. I did shift down. So the kick down is hooked up. I was just not at the right point. Speedometer, pretty correct there. We were going about 50. Brakes feel good. Steering's great. A little bit of a fade. And throttle just fine for this big old car. Now gas gauge, I still don't know, and I'm not going to take a chance. So we're going to pull in here. We're going to get about $20 of premium fuel. It's 93 octane, and we'll keep this test drive rolling. All right, guys. Honestly, I don't remember if it was in the very back or not. So typically, we'll say it is. All right. Pull up in here. We know the gas gauge doesn't work. There's no needle. We'll get a little bit of fuel, and I'll be back. Oh, she is so cherry. Right here in the back too is where you put the gas in. New tank, new cap. 5 gallons. She's sitting clean. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. At least we know we have fuel. Don't have to worry about running out. Starts up nice. All right. This thing is a looker. Everybody's been staring. You don't see something like this riding around on the road, that's for sure. Smooth steering wheel. I do like that steering wheel. It's pretty nice. Smooth operator. Okay, so now we're gonna get some undercarriage shots. We're gonna do some outside footage and end with picking out the flaws, chips, scratches, rust, dents, whatever I can find. You'll know it. Let's do this. So much room in this car. it's time to roll. Get her in reverse. Back it on up. Now be careful, Nick. Don't want to hit that fence. Talking to myself now. I am by myself. It's a little lonely out here. I guess I'll go back. The wife's supposed to meet me at the lot. I got a T-Bird test drive. She's all pregnant, so I had to pick the best ride on the lot. Which that one's in our showroom, and it's pretty nice. We're rolling. Let them go on up. There's nobody behind us. No reason to rush. Motor sounds tight on this one. Back in our brakes, pretty smooth. Bump in the road here, give her a listen. Pretty smooth. I tell you what, guys, I've enjoyed this test drive. It's a really nice car. We're gonna go ahead and get turned around here, pulling through Brian's Motorsports. If you haven't checked him out, he does wheels, tires, parts, accessories, customizes old school, everything to new school stuff, foreign cars. It's worth checking out, all the different things that he has done through the years. It's amazing, the giveaways, the people that he has inspired to come down here. I mean, he's got a bunch of rock stars, really, and football players coming down here and getting their stuff done. But people will also buy cars from us and send them straight down here to get things done, like stereos, wheel swaps, suspension, you name it. If you want anything done, he can do it. Just give him a call, check him out, briansmotorsports.com. You can also find him on social media under any platform. All right, guys, I'm heading back to the lot. Again, he doesn't pay me to say that, I just say it throughout my videos, because everything I get done on my cars gets done down here or by myself. I don't know if y'all have seen the mod video I put out on the Camaro. That was the latest thing that I messed with, but I'm starting to get the itch. I don't know, I may end up with something else here soon. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and cut on over here. Now I finally got my old Camaro out. I got a 71 over there that's been sitting in the garage all winter, and it was time to drive it. It looked okay. I don't think it's gonna rain, so. All right, I'll be back, guys, picking out the flaws coming up next. don't feel like this is going to be too difficult. Everything looks great from where I'm standing. We'll go ahead and start in the front. Yeah, let's check out this chrome. Let's see if anything, the chrome's got a little pitting on it. Just a little in the corner there. The water drips down. There's a dent right here. But just a slight amount of pitting on top. Overall, front end's decent. A little bit of pitting on your headlight bezels too. Go down the side. Just clean, nice tires. I love the white walls. Those look awesome. Bottom of this car is straight here. Little spot in the corner there. Flip it over. Little spot right here. I've got enough practice over the years that I can make stuff pop up in my videos. I don't know if y'all noticed. Some people will stand back, say it's absolutely perfect. I'm not like that. We're looking for flaws. That come right off. Spot right here. Handle looks good. Pitting on this one. Front windshield is super clean. Chrome looks good. Window itself, pretty good shape. Old dice. Now let's look around on this vinyl top here. A lot of times I'll run my hands over it. I'm feeling for bumps, but I don't see any bumps, and it looks pretty clean. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have to fill around too much. It's good to go. Back window also nice. Back bumper, man, this thing looks brand new. It really does. It's very clean. Little rubbish there on the tail light. The jam here. It's looking real good today. All right, down in the trunk. Now you got a little bit of moisture, so it's leaking somewhere. Sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. Today is one of those times where you can. Also, it could be sweat. We went from -1 to about 65 overnight. So, I've seen a lot of sweat. Even in our showroom, the whole building was sweating. Door frames were moving and all that good stuff. So, look at a little bit of surface rust back here. Nothing major. Cracks there. Rubbish. Boom. She shuts easy. Mega trunk. I tell you what, it's starting to get a bit cold today. Should have wore another jacket. Down this side. Little spot here in the corner. It's a dimple. It's been painted over. Ding here. Chip here. That's not gonna come out. I thought it was dirt. Scuffs. Ding. Ding. Some more dings. Just on the trim. It protected the paint. Is that a dent? That is. It's a crease. Little crease there. You can actually see the line and the chip from it. It's very subtle. I mean, I'm having to get down in it to see it. Standing this direction here, you can't see it at all. Vacuum midsection. Chip there too. Overall, man, I really like this car. I know I keep saying that. The paint is beautiful. Not too many flaws. Runs and drives good. A little bit of pitting on your trim back here. We're not going to have an issue selling this car, I can tell you that. Window looks good. Pitting on your mirror. That can be replaced. Pitting on your door handles. We're going to go ahead and open her up, check out the interior. Buzzer works. Jam looks clean. A little bit of moisture in the floor, so it is leaking some water. Go off the mat there, just a little bit. Without giving it gas there. Try to tap that throttle, it'll probably start it right up. Little haze. Just a little bit of fading on the dash pad. The door itself over here looks pretty good. Same with your back seats. Your package tray. Headliner in this one's got some wrinkles. Somebody tried to install it themselves. That is called a mechanic's headliner. That's not a guy that does upholstery, because they're too picky to get it done right. Mechanics, they try their best. It's definitely a different breed. And that's a hard job. That's the biggest thing. It's a hard job. I tried it a couple times. I said, well, I've got friends that do this for a living. I think I'm just going to give it to them. And that's the way you should do it. That way you're supporting everybody around you. You know, we're all here to thrive. Got some holes here. I guess they had some gauges at one time. Ashtrays everywhere. Of course. This one's just a little bit too far for the passenger. Can you imagine being a salesman back in the day and like, oh, this car is loaded with 4 ashtrays. Every seat has its own ashtray. Does this? I do want to know. I don't think it has any in the back. It doesn't. Well, see, that's false advertising. This car's got 2 ashtrays. Not 4. Typically you'd see it in all seats, especially in 70. Optima, pretty good battery. I've ran some Optima batteries for years. They definitely outlast. I haven't experimented with the lithium ones yet, but I thought about putting some of those in the classics. They're just a little expensive right now. Need a fan shroud for protection. It also helps pull cold air and cool down this radiator. But I haven't seen any issues. Just be a good upgrade. They're cheap. Not a real hard thing to install. Alright, coming on down with the hood. Listen, give it a little bump after you drop it, and of course, lines up well. A little dirt here and there. Chips on this side, right on the edge. That's from where the hood's coming down. So at one point it hit. Guys, I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Now please hit subscribe and share. That's going to help me out. I've been doing this over 8 years now, and your support means everything. You can go to maplemotors.com, check out our financing, our shipping, our detailed pictures. All the inventory is updated every Monday. We do a full lot walk on Monday here on YouTube that you can watch, and I post that throughout the week on all social media platforms. With that being said, what do you think about the new thumbnails? I've been messing around. I'm taking the actual car and just changing the background. It's an app. It's fun. I'm having a good time with it. Figured I'd mix it up. All right. Comment below. I'll get back with you. Thanks, guys.